today I'm going to do a talk through of me stretching my ears up. I'm going from a 0 to a 00. And I'm just going to kind of go over some basic stuff about stretching your ears and the different kind of plugs and tapers and stuff that you can get. First off, when you're messing around with your ears, like your piercings, anything like that, you definitely want to have your hands sanitized and your jewelry sanitized. When you're sanitizing your jewelry, I just used alcohol. I don't know if you can see that. Just basic alcohol. I do not put the alcohol straight onto my earlobe just because for cleaning my ears, I use the non-scented like Dial soap. It's kind of the hand pump, soap it up. And I clean my ears daily. Every time I shower, I take them out, suds them up. Otherwise, you're just gonna kind of, I mean, obviously they're gonna get smelly a little bit. They're gonna have little gooper stuff on them. Kind of gross, but I mean, that's what you're gonna deal with when you are modifying your body and your skin and making holes that aren't supposed to be there. I started with just pierced ears, and I started at like a 16, I think they start at. I went through all those sizes in about a year, and all I did was go to Hot Topic and they always have like buy one get one free or buy one get one 50% off, and that's how I would buy my jewelry. But then halfway through the process, I realized I'm allergic to acrylic, because every time I would wear acrylic earrings or plugs, I would always get a lot of pus, and just like my ear would get infected. So now I have to buy either stone, metal, or just like earrings that are made out of like raw material, I guess, natural materials. Anyways, which kind of sucks, because if you're looking for tapers in bigger sizes, they don't really make them. I found this place online. It's called bodyjewelrysource.com. They have a ton of options, just really cool jewelry in general for not just plugs. Like, they have a ton of stuff to look through, and their prices are really great. They're really cool. That's where I buy all of my jewelry now. And if I could go back to when I started stretching my ears, I would just get a stretching kit. You save so much money by doing that. So much money. But I didn't, because I didn't know how big I wanted to go. So I was like, I don't need all these things. I just want to be like, you know, a 10. But it's like, who wants to be a 10? No, once you start, you just want to keep going. So anyways, if you get an infection in your ear, I've had a couple just from not being, obviously, like, my makeup gets back there a little bit. I mean, I touch mine. You're not supposed to do that, but I do. So if you get an infection, one thing that I found really helpful, besides sanitizing it and cleaning it, I use sea salt with hot water, mix that up, and kind of like soak it for like 30 seconds to a minute. Just kind of dries up the pus and helps heal stuff. And also, after I shower, I use this Bactine spray. It is a first aid antiseptic and a pain reliever. Literally, if I have any redness on my ear at night and I put this on, by the morning, it's gone, it's healed. I love this stuff because, I mean, even if it's not super infected, but it's just kind of red and it hurts a little bit, like, that's an infection starting, and it's just nip it in the butt. Get rid of it, because you don't want infected ears, because that is the worst thing. You could literally lose your earlobe. I don't know if you can really lose your earlobe, but like probably, so don't get infections in your ears. And that's another important reason why you want to stretch slow. You can't go from a freaking 12 to a 00 in like a week. You're gonna blow your ear out. And what blowing your ear out is just like where it's connected here, any of these spots where it gets really thin, that's where you're more likely to blow your ear out by pushing this like foreign object through your skin. You're gonna rip your skin. And you want to be really careful with that, just because it takes a really long time to heal. I've heard so many horror stories about it, how bad it hurts. Like, it's just not worth it. Just do it the right way, and you're still gonna achieve the look you want eventually. It's just gonna take a little longer, but that's fine. To stretch my ear, I'm going to use a taper. And this is the Solid Turquoise ear taper. Okay, so I only got one of these. I only got one turquoise taper. Can you see? Yeah. And that's what I have in right now too, the turquoise. Just because, like, I love turquoise everything, but also I can't get any acrylic, and they sell these in singles. So I was like, well, I don't like to wear my tapers because I don't know, I don't like spikes hanging out of the back of my ear. It's just irritating. You don't like it. And that's another thing to be careful about. If you do leave your tapers in, and they're like made of metal or something heavy, they're gonna stretch your ears out a little crooked. So that's another thing to keep in mind when you're using tapers and jewelry that like kind of curves and you like just keep, you know, threading it through and it hangs. It's just going to stretch it a little crooked. So I don't know if that doesn't bother you, then like whatever, but just something to think about. Okay, so to start off, I'm going to take my flared one out and I'm going to rub a little of that Bactine stuff just on my fingers, which are already sanitized. I already washed my hands. And to help with pushing it through, because sometimes it gets stuck and it's like, pulling on your ear. You kind of want something slippery, a little lubricant. You can use Vaseline. I like to use coconut oil. I've used both. I mean, whatever. I just like this just because I literally use coconut oil for everything in my life. I'm obsessed with coconut oil. Obsessed. Just gonna take a little dab of that, like just whatever. I'm just gonna kind of rub that on my ear. And this way you're also warming your earlobe up. Sorry I keep looking at the camera. That's so irritating. I already know. Alright. In with the taper we go. So we're just gonna go in. I'm holding the sides at the back here and just tapering. And it hurts, but it's in. It's in. There it is. Fucking coconut oil in my hair. What the fuck? That's okay. It's good for your hair. Now I'm just going to go in with the non-flared jewelry. So I have my jewelry sanitized. I'm going to put some coconut oil on it. Just so it's a little more, just so it's a little more slippery and lubricated to go into my ear. Okay, I'm just going to stick that literally right on top of where that hole is and just glide it through. And it's in. Cool. I like these earrings so much already. Okay, so now onto my right ear. Again, I'm just kind of lubing my ear up with coconut oil, and sorry if there's like this glare here. I'm like sitting in front of my window, obviously. Okay, so I'm taking my taper, sanitized, ears all kind of lubed up. I'm just gonna throw some on here. So anyways, this is ready to go in. My ear is good to go. I'm just gonna take that in, put my 2 fingers behind my ear, hold it, and just push through, and it's all the way in. Cool. Woo! Okay, so now I'm taking this. I just got these. These are so cute. I'm really glad I went to Hot Topic. Usually I don't like a lot of their jewelry just because it's just like, ugh, everyone has it and it's boring kind of. I don't know, I like interesting jewelry, I guess you would say, and I just really like it. It's cute. I don't know if you can see the glittery things in it. Yeah, see? Cute. So yeah, we're just gonna go back in here. Oh, it's like so close here. After you get your plugs in, you're going to want to put, if they're not flared, you're going to want to put these little like O-rings in the back so they don't fall out. Whenever I don't put these on, they literally fall out all the time, and I've lost so many like earrings that way. Just one will fall out and I'll have like one left, and it's like, what the fuck? Irritating. So make sure you put this on just because you're not going to lose your earrings then. Okay, and that is it for how I'm stretching my ears. I feel like I might go bigger than this at some point, so maybe I'll have another video. And just keep in mind, the way I stretch my ears maybe isn't the way you're going to do yours. You might not use the same products I used. I am not a professional piercer, any of that. This is just what I've learned through trial and error and talking to professional piercers and having piercings done and just going up in sizes on my stretching journey. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you learned something about how to stretch your ears, and I'll see you next time. Bye!